Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rakakadash. All praise, honor, and glory go to the Most High Yahweh in the name of His Son Yahawashi. And I'm back to you with another quick hit from the book of Sirach 19 and 16. Correction is a wise thing to accept. Because as we're going to read in the scripture, everyone slips the tongue at times. And I know sometimes when I'm trying to find the word or I forget the word or something I'm trying to say, I find myself slipping up in my speech. Yet at times, it's meant to be that way, to keep you humble. Really keep you humble, because being humble and fear of the Lord is also a wisdom. That is really beginning of wisdom and understanding. So at times, we may go off in our speech, but it doesn't mean it's part of our heart. But a man who accepts correction is going to understand that, and you don't have to necessarily be cursed out or rebuked, hard line to be corrected. Sometimes you could just watch someone else's speech or something they bring out. I know for me, a lot of times I get corrected with the things I bring out that I may have not known, or may have just said something wrong. It's through another brother's video and he doesn't even know. Just recently, just for example, brother actually did a video, and he said, we should always be mentioning the micro C hip in all videos. And I was actually, corrected, because in my mind I was thinking, well, maybe I'm mentioning this too much, because I was, mentioning it a lot in my videos. And, when he said that, that was standard correction. But in Sirach, it's a book in the Apocrypha, also called Ben Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, for those that just get into this truth. It says in Sirach 19:16, it says, "There is one that slippeth in his speech, but not from his heart. And who is he that have not offended with his tongue?" So that's a wisdom. We all offended with our tongue. And, ultimately, Yahawashi knows our heart. Now, I don't want to sound like a Christian, because that's when the Christians saying, hey, he knows my heart. So even though, he knows your heart, you still got to allow yourself to be corrected. That's how you can show that you're being wise and you're being humble, by allowing yourself to be corrected. So let correction reign. Slip up, just make sure, you correct yourself. And with that, just want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the teachers, preachers, priests, bishops that came before me, taught me this truth through the videos, starting with the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, and shalom, peace be to you, to the holy elect, which I pray my number of, to next time, Yahweh willing.